Hey man, it's your boy 3PL and I'm back at it again with another video. So go ahead and ring, don't ditch that bell if you haven't already. Like, comment, subscribe, and tap in with your boy. Today is July the 2nd, 2 days before the 4th. I had an encounter the other night where I believe God came to me in the middle of the night. I had just got done smoking a blunt, sat in my room, looked at the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan wasn't on today for the first time. And it was just still. Everything in the room was just still. It was just like too still where I can smudge something still. I started looking at things like a painting. Everything started looking like 2Ds. The way the walls ended up in the corner. The way the ceiling fan was just placed perfectly on the ceiling. How dingy the ceiling looked. Everything started looking like an old ass painting to me. To where I even thought about how would it be like if I can just jump out this box of a room that I was placed in. To the fact that sooner or later, fly had entered the room out of nowhere. Haven't seen a fly all day, but it all of a sudden just came from behind my bed frame, headboard. So I was called to pray. I heard pray in my head. That's all I heard was pray. And I was like, all right. This time I'm not getting on my knees or getting on the ground. I'm just gonna lay down and just stare up at the ceiling and just talk up and speak up this time. So I did that. And they were like, call for God, ask for Jesus. I called on God and Jesus. Say, God, Jesus. That's how I always start off. And then my iPad lit up. And I was like, oh, he's here. Someone's here. Yeah, my MacBook had lit up after that. So I got to talking, asked for what I want, because I was going through a tough breakup. Again, they had just told me to break up with and cut off who I was talking to at this time. And I wasn't sure for sure who it was, but I agreed. Because of course I was talking to God at this moment, letting him know my insecurities and what I feel like and stuff like that. All of a sudden, it was pitch black. The MacBook computer had a little light on it. That's all the thing that was glowing up. The fly kept going over there towards the MacBook, just kept swaying back and forth. And you could see a shadow going like this or whatever from the fly. But then all of a sudden it locked in to where that motherfucker did like this. That motherfucker waved at me. The shadow waved at me. Like, I ain't even gonna cap. At first I just threw a little hand up like that because I was scared. But then I was like, man, let me not be scared, because what if this is God's way of showing me that he's in the room with me right now? So I went ahead and waved back. And with that, it was a confirmation that I was gonna follow suit with my intuition for good. My intuition told me to sadly leave her alone, let her go, or I die. Any times I had got those messages was the first time for me to quit my job, and then the second time the first time for me to have a breakup with her the first time. I was just in the kitchen washing dishes and an image of her crossed my mind, and I just immediately started crying for no reason. Didn't know why I was crying, but I had to go in the car and finish my cries out. They were telling me I had to break up with her. I'm like, damn, why the hell I gotta break up with her? I guess she really wasn't that good to me. Well, she was so good for me. From the bottom of my heart, I can swear that. But God got other things planned out. And either she didn't wake up in time, or she was never gonna wake up. And it's sad, but it's the hard truth. So I'm at a place right now where I had to physically and emotionally let go of everyone that I know, even people that done good for me, because they was only here for a season, not for the long run. And it's so sad because we just started reconnecting and rebuilding and everything, and now it's just like, damn, bro, it ain't even my doing. I can't go against God's will. I can't, because I prayed for his will. Just so what, to go back to my free will and suffer in silence and die a slow death? Hell no, I'm trying to live and eat the fruits of my labor. I got to do for me and do for my son, so everybody else can get kicked to the curb, sadly. Hate that it has to be that way, but if it's sacrificing myself to have a better life, then fuck everybody. To be honest with you, in a respectful way. If it was a way that I can reconcile and put everything back together while I still be at the top, I can do that. I'll be able to do that. Shit, if not, it is what it is. I don't know who's new coming for me in my life, or who's gonna be placed in my life now. Someone or something's gonna be placed in my life. I don't know if I'm meant to be a Rolling Stones now and not get married. That confirmation bark sound like. And not get married. Well then, I just hope that my dick don't fall off. And you know, sooner or later, one of the days, if it just so happen to be that she ain't had no kids yet and still out here thugging it, I can save her. If not, shit, it just was never meant. Because she was meant for somebody else, not for me. So that's the honest, hard truth. I'm still waking.